Welcome back to part 2 of episode 8 of 25 for 2025, a series where I attempt to complete my goal of reading these 25 books in 2025. In part 1, we picked the book The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas, but I decided, due to reading order, I was going to start with Throne of Glass, and in part 2, we will be wrapping the book up. You guys, I finished this book last night, ended up rating it 3.75 stars. I really enjoyed this. I love the ending of this book. I'm absolutely speechless, and I'm so excited to read the next one. So overall, I really enjoyed the pacing of this story and the way that Sarah J. Maas writes. I did feel like a lot of the story got repetitive towards the middle of the book just because we were doing the same thing every day. It's kind of waiting for more information to be given, and it was slowly being revealed, but I just kind of got bored just a little bit throughout the middle, and then it slowly picked up as I got closer to the ending. But I also feel like the series is definitely going to be reliant on the other books because there's 8 total. I'm sure as I continue to read, more information is going to be revealed, so I'm not too worried about it. And honestly, the pacing was pretty good. I just think at some parts it did get a little slow, but I will say I was able to read this book really fast. Initially, I was very intimidated to start the series or read this book, but it's not as bad as I've made it out to be in my head. I think because it's just so hyped up on the internet, and I've seen so many people rate this book so highly, and the whole series is just amazing, that I wanted to make sure that I was giving it my full attention, and I just wanted to have it be perfect, and it was. I'm just really happy with how fast it read and how easy of a read it was. As I mentioned in the first part, I was able to really immerse myself into the story and just not really worry about my time in the real world while reading. I could just escape into this one. I think the length of the chapters also play a part into this. They're like the perfect length. They're not too long, but they're also like not too short. I also really like the third person point of view that we get for all the characters. We get like little bits and pieces of each character in this book, and I loved it. I think it adds such a layer to the story and like the relationships between each of the characters, which I absolutely loved. Speaking of the characters, I love them all so much, and I'm so excited to see where Sarah J. Maas takes them within the series. I don't know if you can call it a love triangle. I know romance isn't like the forefront of this series. It's a lot of like politics and stuff, but I love the little like triangle that's sort of happening right now. I love Kale. Kale is like my man. He is so good. I do like Dorian, but it's just Kale is just perfect. The ending was absolutely insane. I did finish this book around like midnight last night, and immediately after I finished it, I went onto the Target app and I purchased Crown of Midnight. And then I realized that Target has this like nice deal going on, and that would save me like $60 if I bought the entire series. I did end up buying the entire series, and they're up there on my bookshelf. I went and got them today, and I'm just so excited to read them. I have seen everyone's comments on part 1 of this video talking about reading order and reading The Assassin's Blade first compared to Throne of Glass, and I'm just going to stick with this. Obviously, I read this already first, so my plan for now is to read The Assassin's Blade third, but I have seen people say to read it fourth. That The Assassin's Blade makes sense to read before Heir of Fire, but let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions if you've read The Assassin's Blade in the middle of the series and not first. I also have a YouTube channel where I do a whole bunch of book videos. I made a reading vlog for this book. I did a non-spoiler section and then a spoiler section. So if you want to see more of my thoughts and like spoiler thoughts, head over there and watch that video. I'm also removing ACOTAR from my 25 for 2025 list. I think I really want to focus on one Sarah J. Maas series at a time. So that is all I have to say about Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Come back to episode 9 where I'll be picking our next book.